Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to Harry's Highlights. On this video, we're going to talk about the book Maximum Achievement. Now this book is all about getting the most out of life and about achieving everything to its full potential. See, what I like about this book and what I want to talk about here is all about how if you look at success, you've got to understand success is a result of doing the right things in a certain way. See, if you want to bake a cake, you follow the recipe to the T, you will get a cake. You want success? Follow the recipe, follow the proven record, the proven track to the T, and you'll receive success as well. And that's what I really liked about this one. It's all about understanding that, like, it is not a, there is a process to it that you can achieve. Anyone can achieve it. Anyone can make a cake. Like, I can have no cooking skills whatsoever, but if I look at a recipe and I get the measurements already set out, the method is already explained out to me. If I follow it, I will get a cake. I will not get a roast turkey. Like, it's just, I followed the recipe, it will produce this. Because other people before me have been through, they've pioneered a path and they've said, follow this and you'll get there. If I'm here to climb a mountain, someone's already done it before me. If I follow that path, I will also get to the top of the mountain. See, I won't end up under the sea. That's what I love about success, is that, like, if you follow the path that other people have already, following the footsteps of other people, you will get what they've got. You will receive the same things they've received. See, and that's the other thing they talk about is that, but you don't just start at the top of the mountain. You have to make your way there. You've got to pay the price for success in advance. See, another example is that if you want to pick the fruit, you have to sow the seeds. You prepare the soil, sow the seeds, you water that, you grow that plant, you wait till it matures and starts producing fruit, then you're able to pick the fruit. But before you can pick the fruit, you have to do all this work beforehand. Same thing with success. If you're living your life in hotels, penthouses, driving in jets and driving fancy cars, you're going to have to pay the price of success first. You don't just get all that stuff straight away. It's a process, and it's something that you can work at. The good thing is that anybody can work at it, and that's what I love about this. See, there's a direct relationship between your success and the number of attempts that you make. See, too many people don't give themselves enough time to succeed. Too many people stop at, say, success happens at 11, but most people stop at like 9 or 10. That means just two more tries, you would have had success, and that success would continue on. But too many people think that, like, because they failed so many times, that's it, it's just not for them. But think about it, when you were a child and you were walking, did anyone ever say to you that, like, you know, maybe walking isn't for you? You've fallen over hundreds of times now. Maybe just, like, give up. Absolutely not. They encourage you to keep going. See, when you start to change the way you look at things, when you start to look at things in a way as that, like, you know, I am deserving of this, and that just because a certain result has happened that isn't positive doesn't mean that this isn't for me. See, you got to understand that, like, the way you think about it, the way you approach it is the best way to do it. This is the best way to look at things. That doing it in a positive way will make a difference, and that you're a living magnet. See, like attracts like. You have positive thoughts, you attract positivity into your life. If you look at things in a positive way, you think about success, your mind is always on achieving more, you will achieve more. The universe will move out of the way for you. See, you've got to make sure you control your dominant thoughts. Your main thoughts that you think about should always be positive. They should always be about success and about achievement and about you maintaining it and getting it. See, that's something you can control. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. See, what you see on the inside will always reflect on the outside. If you talk positively to yourself and you see yourself as a great person and worthy of success, and you're going to have all these, you have all this potential inside that's just about to be unlocked, that'll happen for you. If you're on the opposite end of the scale and you're very negative and you feel like this isn't for you, this isn't going to happen, you're not worthy of it, you know, that's what will happen as well. It's the same way that somebody sees, like, the optimist, you know, the half glass full, half glass empty, you know. Two people just seeing things completely different. Some people see it negatively and see it's half gone, you know, it's missing. Some half full, halfway there. Just a little bit more and you'll make it. See, and that's what you can control. You can control your dominant thoughts, and when you understand that, like, another way to put it is that vision is what you see on the inside, sight is what you see on the outside. See, when somebody's, you know, on their way to success and then no one said anything to them about them becoming successful, it's all about what they see on the inside. It's all about how they view themselves or how they view the situation. They're not listening to other people and what their view of it is. They're taking their own personal view. See, if you take if you're looking at like colours from someone, but the person you're speaking to is colourblind, they're going to give you the completely different information to what you see. But if you were to believe them, how wrong would you be? How different would your result be? It's the same thing here. What you see could be completely different to what somebody else sees. But it's all about the vision that you have for yourself and the way you want to go with things. And understanding that like your outer world is just a mirror, a reflection of your inner world. So if your inner world's all positive, your outer will be all positive. If your inner world's all negative, your outer world will be all negative. So you've got to replace your negative mind with a positive one. And you do that by thinking about solutions instead of problems. Too many people focus so much on the problem and put so little time on the solution that no wonder they get nowhere. Something happens, they put all the anger and energy and frustration into this problem happened. You know, say you're walking and all of a sudden it starts raining. And all you're getting angry about how it's wet and you're raining and your shoes are filling up and now your socks are wet and you're soggy and this is terrible. Or you focus on the solution. Hey, there's a tree over there. There's undercover over there. If I run, I'll get there. And all of a sudden, I put all my energy into the solution and I'm dry. But I wouldn't have seen that solution if I was focusing on the problem. I'd put all my focus and energy and attention on that problem. And what you give attention to will grow. This is so true with everything that you see, that like, if you focus on stress and frustration, you'll become more stressed and frustrated. If you focus on success and abundance, you'll feel success, you'll achieve success and feel abundance. And it's the same thing with this one. You've got to replace the negative mind with a positive one by focusing on the solutions instead of the problem. It's all about how you see things and how you look at them. And when you understand this and embody it, when you focus on success, for example, and you focus on the solutions of how to get there, not all the reasons why you won't get there, but all the reasons why you will. Because you're deciding to, because you're putting in the effort, because you're putting in the time. You know, the person that wants to take a journey of 1,000 miles, they have to begin with the first step. And if they focus on like how long the journey is going to be, it's going to be a very difficult journey for them. But if they focus on the fact that they've taken a step, they've taken another step, you know, they're focusing on the solution, not the problem, they'll get there. The baby, for example, every time it falls over, it doesn't think about, oh, damn it, I fell over. It thinks about, I want to walk. I'm going to walk. I'm expecting to walk. This is going to happen. It doesn't sit down and decide that, oh, I've never walked before, or I've tried walking a few times, it wasn't for me, you know, just because I kept falling over. No, absolutely not. They said no matter how many times they fall over, they will eventually walk. It will happen for them. They give themselves time to succeed. There's a direct number of attempts at walking to the amount of time, till the point where they will be able to walk. There's a direct relationship with that. And they don't know what the number is, but they just keep trying until it happens. And for some, it might happen in the first 2 weeks, and for some, it might happen for the first 2 months. But the difference is that they keep focusing on achieving it, on the success. That no matter how many times they fall over, they stand up again and try again. Like that famous proverb, fall 7 times, stand up 8. It's the same thing here. That direct number of attempts was the relationship between success and failure. If you fall 6 times and don't get up 7, you'll never make it. See, but if you understand that 7 times was the number, but you stopped at 3, of course you're not going to get there. You just have to understand that you have to try a certain amount of times, but there's going to be one time where you won't fall again. Just as the baby understands. How often does that baby fall over now? Once it starts walking, as it grows older, how many times does it fall over just because it couldn't walk? But it had to give itself time to succeed. It had to try hundreds and hundreds of times until now it's second nature. It doesn't even think of walking. It runs and dances and jogs and does all these other kinds of things. But before it could do all that, it had to focus on one step in front of the other. And then it fell down. Then it had to focus on getting up and taking that one step in front of the other. It's the same thing with us. Maximum achievement is about focusing on success and understanding that we're going to fail a bunch of times, but that's fine. We're going to get success and then we're going to squeeze it for its absolute maximum, its absolute full potential. And that's what I really want to talk about today, is about understanding that no matter how many times you fall over, you know, success is just around the corner. And when you achieve success, squeeze it out for everything it's worth. Squeeze it out for its full potential. So to summarize quickly, I talked about getting the most out of life and understanding that success is a result of doing things in the right way. I talked about how you've got to pay the price for success in advance. Success doesn't just come to you, you work for it. It's an exchange. I talked about there's a direct relationship between your success and the number of tries you attempt. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Give yourself time to succeed. I talked about that you're a living magnet, how like attracts like. If you have positive thoughts, you'll attract positive things in there. You need to control your dominant thoughts and make sure that they are positive. Otherwise, you will invite and welcome negativity into your life. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So what you see on the inside, what you tell yourself and you have a vision for, is what you'll see on the outside. And to remember to replace a negative mind with a positive one by thinking about solutions instead of problems. Now, once you take all that on board and think about that maximum achievement, not just achieving, but getting maximum achievement out of everything. Now, we'll be making a lot more of these videos for this training series to help you with your personal development goals. But that's all for now. Until next time, leave a comment below on what you liked the most, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the next episode of Harry's Highlights.